Okay, welcome to another episode. This one's not bad actually. This isn't a repair or anything. Yeah, I've been laying low. I got a new knee replacement for that. So I'm not working right now because I can't work. So growing the beard out. There we go. But today we are replacing that old thing that's all rusted out and not working very well. And for Christmas, I got myself a Blackstone. So today we are going to season the Blackstone. And I'll show you how to do that. Pretty easy, but it takes some time. So first of all, what we're gonna do, and then you don't have to do this, but what I'm gonna do, because I like washing everything off that comes out of factories, and I got a little too much water on here, so I'm just doing real quick while I wring this out. Just gonna wash this thing off. Just, you never know where it's been and things like that. You can use soap if you want, but just make sure you get the soap completely off of it before you season it, because you don't want that soap down underneath the oil. But I'm just using water, just scrubbing, making sure there's no sticky stuff or anything on here that I didn't want. This is the only time I'm going to put water on the straight up cast iron that's not seasoned, because yeah, and there's a lot of people that are going to be like, oh no, water on the cast iron, you don't want to do that, it's going to rust. But guess what, I'm about to turn this on high and it's all going to evaporate. It's going to be just fine. See, I got like a little something right here on it. Try and get off. I don't know if it's like just an imperfection or what it is, but we're going to scrub and scrub and scrub. Doesn't want to come off. But we're going to get that done. We're going to hook this thing up, fire it up, and get it seasoned. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Just so you know, if you got a new one of these, this is your starter. It's one AA battery. Doesn't come with, mine didn't come with AA. So put it in there, positive side out. Do it. And as you push it in, you'll hear clicks. I don't know if you can hear that over my wind chimes, but that's the way you know you got it in. If it doesn't click, now turn the battery around. Okay, so we're gonna crank this up on high. Let it go. It's not gonna light. Let's try it over here. Did I? Oh, it always helps if you open the gas. And it's lit. You can just kind of see it back there. Here, let me see if I can get it in the... Oh, there, here. You can see the flame there. And there, and there, and there. It's a lot quieter than my grill. So we're going to crank this on high, all 4 burners. And we're going to leave it on high here for about 10-15 minutes. So we want to get that thing smoking hot, okay? It's going to start discoloring. That's the last time you're going to see it all nice and pretty new cast iron. But I think it's prettier once it gets black and gets the seasoning done. So, but we're going to do that. Lid on the Blackstones are just for out when you're not using it. They need to stay up while you're doing it, not meant to be down. Okay, so leave that up while we're doing it, and we're just gonna keep those on high. Come back in about 10-15 minutes. This will be all discolored now. Quick thing before we begin, I think I already mentioned don't use like bacon fat or anything like that, because that's got sugars in it and chemistry stuff for these first ones. Afterwards, when you're seasoning it, once you get these initial layers down, go ahead, use tallow or whatever. But for the first ones, don't use bacon fat. Also, bacon fat or other animal meats. Second of all, there was something else I was going to say. Oh yeah, make sure your propane is full. You don't want to get halfway through this process and run out of propane, because that would suck. I mean, all in all, this took about an hour to get all 5 layers done. You're waiting 10 minutes between layers, and all that kind of stuff. So a little over an hour running this at high heat. So you're using a decent amount of propane at the beginning here. So make sure it's full. You don't want to run out midway and have your oil just sitting on there. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so we're about 7 minutes into heating this thing up. As you can see, it's starting to discolor a bit right now, but just got a ways to go. We want to get the whole thing, make sure it's nice and hot, so it'll take in what we're using to season it. All right, so it's time to season it. It's been about 15 minutes. As you can see, it's discolored now. It's really, really hot. So we're gonna go ahead and season it with, I just went the easy route, got on Amazon and got Blackstone's seasoning. You can really use any high temperature oil, but stay away from animal fats very first because of the sugars in it. Those are fine later on once you get the original seasoning down, or the first seasoning down, to get it covered up. But you don't want the animal fats with the sugars and stuff down on the bare cast iron. So you go ahead and we got some tongs ready and a paper towel to spread this around. So I got the 36-inch griddle, and Blackstone recommends about I got my finger in the way, 3 tablespoons of their stuff to get this going. So we're gonna do that. All right, so here we go. About 3 tablespoons, roughly measured. See, it's melting like instantly. All right, now we'll get my tongs here with my clip, and we're just gonna spread this around so it's nice and even across the whole thing. See, I'm not totally leveling that Blackstone. I got this under here to kind of level it out because my patio is not level at all. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make sure everything is covered up here. Cooling down here. Okay, so we also want to make sure we get the sides. Make sure everything's covered. Come back down here, pick some up. I know I'm terrible job here filming, but that's what happens when you're a one-man show. Okay. Get some more down here. We want to get the outsides too. That on the side. Can't see too well back there, but we'll do what we can. But you want to leave this on about as even as you can. You don't want big clumpy spots. So we're down over here where it's been cooling. I want to make sure I get that spread out as we go. And it's going to smoke. You got to keep it on here. Everything's going to stay on high. And we wait until it stops smoking. And that's when we do our next layer. So Blackstone says minimum of 3 layers on here. Get back here again. Minimum 3 layers, 3 to 5. Some people I know will go crazy and go a little more. We'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna brush to make sure it stays even here, because I keep wanting to pull over into that other corner. Okay, now what we do is we just wait for a couple minutes till this burns off, and it'll stop smoking. Once it stops smoking, then you're ready for the next layer. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Smoke just stopped, so we're gonna go for round 2 now. Same thing. Gonna 3 tablespoons. Sorry, bad videoing, I know. And each layer should go on a little smoother than the last. As long as I can get 3 tablespoons. There we go. Get it out. Okay, so apparently I wasn't recording the whole time I did layer 2, but we just did layer 2. Still looking good though. We're gonna get this done. We'll get layer 3 on. That last one took 10 minutes to stop smoking, so we'll see how long this one takes. All right, so here's number 3. Used a little bit less this time because it's going on better. Took again about 10 minutes or so to stop smoking. Yeah, we're getting that. All right, so there's number 3. You can see it's starting to get dark all over. We'll probably do 1 or 2 more. All right, so I haven't showed you the last 2, but here's the last one we're gonna do. This is layer number 5. As you can see, the whole pan's starting to get a little dark. There's that. We're gonna pick up our, again, just can't pick this one up with one hand. It's how it goes. God didn't make me an octopus. All right, and we're gonna spread it all around. One thing I found is the successive layers, I haven't needed as much of the oil as like the first or second one. It all goes on pretty easy. After the second one's down, the third, fourth, this is the 5th one, all went pretty quick and good, with little to no hassle whatsoever. Really. And also it seems like each time, I didn't really time it too much after the second one. It seems like it stopped smoking a little bit earlier too. Didn't take quite 10 minutes. Let's move this thing around so we're not, get some new paper towel on it. This paper towel though is hot. Don't grab it with your fingers. I went and tossed it in an old one in my garbage can, had some water in the bottom of it, and all just started sizzling. So don't touch it with your fingers. Thinking, oh, it's just paper towel with a little oil on it. All right, last quick look down the side, make sure I don't have any pooling or anything. But look at that. Nice and even. And you see on the corners here, it's not as dark. So that's not quite as hot and it's stuff. But that'll all even out over time and it'll all get one color. I'm sure if you did a couple more, but I'm gonna make some grilled cheese sandwiches on this later on for my kids. And so we'll just add another layer to it after we finish that. It's that easy. All right, so we're done. Still got the power, or got the heat on, so we'll go ahead and just turn those off. And always make sure you crank that off too. All right, so this is what it looks like when we're done. This is 5 layers. I don't see need to go any more than that. Of those 5, I used about half of this jar. It's the 15-ounce jar of it. Again, costs $19 on Amazon. So I got it done. We're gonna go ahead and it's kind of boring, but I don't have a lot of time, so we're just gonna cook some grilled cheese sandwiches on it for the kids tonight. So again, while this is still hot, we're gonna leave that up till it cools down. We don't want to hurt it. So thanks for following as we season the Blackstone. And again, this one's an easy one. I got another project coming up. I got to change the front door, or the doorknob on my front door. So that'll be fun. So not all fun and games this week, but this one was great. I can't wait to use it. Good luck with yours. Bye.